Now, whether you love or hate social media, you cannot negate the powerful effects it has today on our personal image. It's basically our personal business card that not only do you use to engage with friends, but future employers are probably going to be checking. And more importantly, the topic of today's video, potential lady friends will definitely be checking. So in order to save you from obvious rejection, here are a few things that guys tend to do on social media that for some reason women just hate. Now, if you're a victim of any of these, don't lash back out at me and get mad at me. Get mad at my research team that came back with the results. Okay, I'm the research team. The first thing that guys tend to do on social media that girls hate is when they just flex too much. There is no worse thing than all the flexing that goes on social media. Everyone tries to be bigger and better than their life actually is, which then leads to a rabbit hole of other problems. Practice the same humility on social media as you would in person. Trust me, it's something refreshing that a lot of people are gonna like. Nobody likes arrogance. Number two, I've talked about this before, and it's just taking too many selfies. If your feed is filled with pictures of just your face, more so than the girl you're trying to impress, there's a problem. Maybe you just love yourself a little too much. There might be a little too much vanity, and trust me, girls don't dig that. Number three is your personal rants. Nobody wants to hear about your open letter against Trump and your 5-paragraph thesis on what's wrong with politics. Everyone on social media is looking for quick, consumable content to keep them entertained. So avoid those long, lengthy rants that could also end up biting you in the butt later down the road. You never know who you're gonna encounter. So keep most of those flamboyant opinions to yourself. Which brings me to number five, which is sharing big news on social media and discussing just how successful you are and what success is. And then you start self-boasting about yourself of how you achieved success. Even worse is this is if you already have a girl, is sharing those big news on social media before you even tell her. Trust me, that's a fight waiting to happen. Which, on the same note, brings me to number six, and it's all the self-proclaimed motivational speakers and self-help gurus out there. They pop up out of nowhere, and they start using the same success quotes over and over. If you're gonna do that, at least be original and don't just copy and paste Tumblr success quotes. Number six is complaining too much. If you're the guy that's always on social media complaining about your job, about your boss, about how sucky life is, about how you never have any money, it's never a good look when all people see is negativity and a lot of whining on your social media about how life is unfair. Even worse, like I just mentioned, you don't want to be spilling on how bad your personal life is and how bad the company you work for is. That's gonna end up biting you in your butt from future employers and also, like I said, potential babies. Number seven is don't post pictures of you blacked out or just raving like crazy. Trust me, you're gonna thank yourself down the road that you kept those certain aspects of your life personal. You don't want that plastered all across the internet where it remains permanent. You're not little kids anymore. Chances are you're a grown-up that's trying to succeed in the world, and like I said, employers and most women don't want to see pictures of you smoking weed, drinking like crazy, and just blacking out. And finally, number eight, too many shirtless pictures of yourself. If you have a great body, that's awesome. Go ahead, you can show it off here and there. But if your whole feed is of just your six-pack, it kind of correlates to the selfie thing. It just seems like you're too into yourself. You're too vain. And like I said, there's nothing wrong being proud of building an amazing body, but you always have to think about how what you post online is perceived by others. So others might not be thinking, wow, that's an amazing body. He did a great job. Most girls are probably gonna think, okay, this guy's a tool. He needs a shirt. You see what I mean? All right, boys, that's it for today's video. Those are 8 things that a lot of guys tend to do on social media that women just hate. If you guys liked this video and found it informative, don't forget to drop us a like down below, and also don't forget to check out our social medias, which are always linked down below in the description. You can go ahead and follow us there. That's it from me today. See you next time.